The Spotlight on Maryland uncovered new information about a nonprofit that helps school systems, including Baltimore City, hire educators. The details include everything from lawsuits to questionable financial decisions, and your tax dollars are part of it. Tessa Bentulin has the story.
You may know the group Leaders of Tomorrow Youth Center, or LTYC for short, a nonprofit with a mission to help children excel through arts education.
Leaders of Tomorrow Youth Center. Our mission and vision reflect our deep commitment to today's youth.
Fox 45 has recently reported on a lawsuit that LTYC is currently fighting. 8 educators hired through LTYC to work in Baltimore City Public Schools claim they have yet to be paid. But Spotlight on Maryland found this is not the only legal dispute involving LTYC. In 2022, the nonprofit sued its founder, Dermell Brunson, accusing him of giving himself and another employee a raise without board approval. Brunson called it a retaliation lawsuit filled with lies. He declined an interview, but in an email, he told Spotlight on Maryland that any pay increases were made within the organization's bylaws and internal finance procedures. Baltimore City Public Schools says it was not initially aware of the filing when getting into business with LTYC. Brunson says the case was dismissed. Still, LTYC continues to face backlash with educators claiming they have not been paid. Brunson blames federal funding cuts and extreme payment delays from government partners. He also notes the educators' roles are defined by LTYC as arts instructors, not teachers. Brunson also claims to have a doctorate degree. However, when asked twice what school he attended, he said, "That's all I have for you at this time. Extremely busy." Spotlight on Maryland asked Baltimore City Schools why it chose to work with LTYC, spending taxpayer dollars to do so, and whether hiring educators is something the district should handle itself. The district did not directly answer that question. Instead, it said it partners with nonprofits to provide supplemental fine arts programming that connects schools with local artists, offering students unique, culturally relevant learning experiences. So, why would a school district hire a nonprofit to find educators? Employment lawyer Ward Morrow says it usually comes down to money.
So what would be the reason that a school district would hire a nonprofit to hire teachers?
Typically, the thought would be that you would pay the teachers less, and therefore it would be less expensive to do it. But in general, the only way the nonprofit is going to be able to come in at less than what the government pays is by cutting the cost of the teachers, which means it's going to be balanced on their backs.
And remember, this is taxpayer dollars we're talking about.
Does hiring a nonprofit help the taxpayer at all? Does it save them money at all?
You know, it could.
But Morrow says that's pretty rare. Paying both the nonprofit and the teachers can end up costing more money.
You're going to have to pay them a salary, and the person who pays them, the nonprofit, is going to have to be paid a salary. So now you're paying double.
Brunson tells us those 8 educators knew that payments could be delayed. It was written in their contract agreements. But the lawyer representing those 8 educators says that's against the law. We'll explain that part of the story on Monday. If you have a story tip you'd like us to look into, send it to spotlightonmaryland@sbgtv.com or call our hotline at 410-467-4670. For Spotlight on Maryland, I'm Tessa Bentulin.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.